Hi, Brandon. It's great to see you again.
Good to be here. Good to see you as well, Cynthia.
So it's great that we could get together. Brandon and I have worked together in the past, and I'm really excited to have this opportunity to catch up to you and see what Humtown Products has been doing for the last couple of months and how you're moving forward coming out of this. So it's going to be a great conversation. So let's start off by I'm really curious. What have you been doing since this all happened, and how has Humtown maybe adapted their operations to what's going on?
Yeah, definitely been troubling times for everyone. We hope everybody out there is staying healthy and safe. And, we've been doing our absolute best at Humtown to keep our people safe and following all of the CDC guidelines and sometimes even going above and beyond, separating people and, reducing the amount of people on, per shift and line. Says, been critical, to keeping everybody healthy and safe. So that has been one way that we've adapted, but the major portion of our adaptation to help our customers has really become being more digital. Obviously people aren't able to get in touch and be on site. So, it's really been a really neat transition for the additive manufacturing portion of our business, as well as, making conventional cores and molds. During this time, we've seen, there's been a lag in tooling build and other things. So having the ability to 3D print cores and molds and, to be able to do all of that without even going out and visiting a customer location and people working from home and remote, we've really seen an uptick in the ability of these foundries in our customer base to utilize this technology.
The one thing that, in the past, when I looked at Humtown's operations, and one of the things, the word that you have used is agility, the agile environment. So can you talk a little bit about that, about how Humtown is able to be so agile in this time?
We've been utilizing, additive manufacturing pretty heavily, in the ways to help customers. But what we really want customers to know is that, it's not replacing current conventional core making. So a situation that would come up would basically be a customer has a new project or a project that got moved from one foundry to another, and maybe the tooling was worn out or it's not ready to use yet, and they needed to make new tooling. So what we do is we take the CAD file and we would start 3D printing the core or mold for the customer, using that to ship into their location so that they can start getting cores or molds made from it in castings. And then what we do is we basically, while the tooling's being made, then the tooling would come in to our facility. We could do a prototype or a PPAP run to make sure that that tooling is up and running for the production process. And then once that happens, then we can, basically ship over 100% to the conventional core making. Or if we still have, need extra capacity, we can actually backfill that with 3D printed cores. So it's kind of a whole total solution, to get the customer what they need, to use the casting.
How do you see things moving forward, Brandon, from here? What do you see happening as we come out of this?
Yeah, I definitely see, people, their eyes have opened to the technology. They realize that additive manufacturing isn't just for prototyping. I really feel that in the future there will be, pre-production runs and, things of that nature that people used to make tooling that will now sample and prototype and do, even low, even maybe into production runs where they decide not to go to a tooling process. And I think this pandemic or this opportunity has really shown that so much work can be done, remote, without even having to go and be on site and to do layout. People are working all around the world to achieve, these projects that we're doing. And, yes, we want to get face to face again. We want to meet, but I think what we're realizing is this technology really enables a very fast, a very efficient, and you can work with a team that's global and not have to be on site.
That made me think, if you wanted to talk to your customers and tell them how you see, this going forward, and how you're going to be there for them, what would you say?
We're going to be here. We've had, I haven't had any needs to travel. A lot of customers are still shut down. We're going to be here. And if you need those meetings, we'll be here to meet and we'll come face to face. But, I also say, if those 2 or 3 days are the difference between you winning the work or your competitor, let's be smart about this. Let's get this project kicked off and let's let the technology shine so that you can be, out in front of your competition by utilizing the efficiency of this technology.
That's great, Brandon. I've really appreciated like catching up with you. It's been a while, and it was great to
Yeah.
be able to talk to you and see you face to face. And I look forward to seeing what you guys are doing in the future.
Sounds good. Let's do it again soon. Take care, Cynthia.
Okay. All right, you too. Bye-bye.